Hi everyone, my name is Ashwarya and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we are going to start with the topic of Union Government of India. The articles related to the Union Government are from 52 to 153. In today's video, I'm going to talk about President of India, and in the next video, we'll see the topic of Prime Minister. So let's get started. Now we will look at the executive power and functions of the President. So the executive orders, whatever executive orders are made in the country, are taken in the name of the President of India. Article 75 states that President appoints the Prime Minister. According to Article 77, President with consent of the Prime Minister appoints the Council of Ministers. President also appoints the Attorney General of India, the CAG, Chief Election Commissioners and other election commissioners, chairmen and members of UPSC, governors of states, administrators of union territories, chairmen and members of finance commissions. Therefore, these are his important executive powers and functions. Now we'll discuss legislative powers of the President article-wise. These are the most important powers of the President. Summon or prorogue the Parliament and dissolve the Lok Sabha. Article 85. You have to remember the articles. Summon a joint sitting of both the houses of the Parliament presided over by the Speaker of the Lok Sabha. Article 108. He can address the Parliament at the commencement of the first session after each general election and first session of each year. Article 87. He can send messages to the Houses of Parliament with respect to a bill pending. Number 5. He can appoint any member of Lok Sabha to preside over the proceedings of the House when the office of Speaker and Deputy Speaker fall vacant. Number 6. He nominates 12 members of Rajya Sabha, people with special knowledge or experience in the fields of literature, science, art and social service. Article 80, subclause 1. Number 7. The President is empowered to nominate not more than 2 Anglo-Indian members to the Lok Sabha if they are not adequately represented. This is according to Article 331. Number 8. The President promulgates ordinances when the houses are not in session. Number 9. He lays the reports before the Parliament, and reports of whom that he receives from the CAG, UPSC, Finance Commission and other national commissions. Now talking about the financial powers of the President. Number 1. To introduce a money bill, his prior recommendation is a must. Number 2. He causes union budget to be laid before the Parliament. Number 3. To make a demand for grants, his recommendation is a prerequisite. Number 4. Contingency Fund of India is under the President's control. Number 5. He constitutes the Finance Commission every 5 years. Now talking about the judicial powers of the President, we have a few important points to remember. Number 1. Appointment of Chief Justice and Supreme Court and High Court judges are the duties of the President. Number 2. He takes advice from the Supreme Court on legal matters, but those advices are not binding on him. He has the pardoning power under Article 72. He can grant pardon against punishment for an offence, against union law, punishment by a martial law or death sentence. Now we will look at the pardoning powers of the President. Number 1. Pardon. इसका मतलब है सजा पूरी तरह से माफ कर दी जाती है. Okay, so the convict and the sentence is completely absolved. Number 2. Commutation. The nature of the punishment is changed. अगर rigorous imprisonment है, किसी को completely dark में रखा जाता है, बंद कर दिया जाता है, तो फिर उसको एक normal जेल में लाके रखा जा सकता है. Number 3. Remission. Reduces the term of the imprisonment. किसी को 20 साल की सजा हुई है तो उसका सजा 10 साल कर देना. Respite का मतलब हो गया awards lesser punishment than the original punishment. For instance, एक women criminal, in case of female criminals, if they are pregnant, उनकी सजा कम कर दी जाती है. और क्रिमिनल के हेल्थ इश्यूज को देखा जाता है. कुछ कंडीशंस में, स्पेशल कंडीशंस में ही रिस्पाइट का जो पावर है प्रेसिडेंट यूज करते हैं. रिप्राइव का मतलब क्या हो गया? स्टेज द एग्जीक्यूशन ऑफ अवॉर्डेड सेंटेंस फॉर अ टेम्पररी पीरियड. रिप्राइव का मतलब हो गया जो डेथ सेंटेंस है उसे थोड़े समय के लिए रोक दिया जाता है. नाउ we will talk about the diplomatic powers of the President. उनका एक बहुत important role है when it comes to India's diplomacy. So international treaties and agreements are approved by the Parliament, are negotiated and concluded in his name. He is the representative of India in international forums and affairs. The President of India is also conferred with military powers. So he is the Commander-in-Chief of the military or the Defence Forces of India. He appoints the Chief of Army, the Chief of Navy and the Chief of Air Force. Now talking about the emergency powers of the President, I'm going to discuss this one in detail because UPSC वालों के लिए मैं एक अलग से वीडियो बनाऊंगी emergency पे. So that will really help you if you want to understand this topic in detail. He deals with three types of emergencies given in Indian Constitution. National Emergency, Article 352, President's Rule, Article 356 and 365. Financial Emergency, Article 360, जो आज तक हमारे देश में नहीं हुआ है. अब वीटो पावर्स को डिस्कस करते हैं, जो सुना भी होगा बट शायद समझने में थोड़ी डिफिकल्टी होती है. सो आर्टिकल 111 grants the president with the veto power. Okay, so there are three types of vetoes. Number 1, absolute veto. Number 2, suspensive veto, and number 3, pocket veto. Now we'll discuss them in detail. Absolute veto power of the president, right? So ये कुछ important facts हैं जो आपको याद रखने हैं. Very important for the examination. So when the president exercises his absolute veto, a bill never sees the day of light. The bill ends even after passed by the Indian Parliament and does not become an act. President uses his absolute veto in the following two cases: when a bill passed by the Parliament is a private member bill. Number 2, when the cabinet resigns before the president could give his assent to the bill, the new cabinet may advise the president to not give his assent to the bill passed by the old cabinet. So ये दो situations जब arise होते हैं तब president इस पावर का इस्तेमाल कर सकते हैं. लेकिन एक बार उन्होंने ये यूज कर लिया तो वो बिल कभी एक्ट नहीं बनता. नाउ टॉकिंग अबाउट सस्पेंसिव वीटो पावर ऑफ द प्रेसिडेंट. एक बिल है जो प्रेसिडेंट के पास आया फॉर सिग्नेचर. ही सेज आई विल नॉट साइन इट बिकॉज आई डोंट फाइंड इट टू बी राइट. देयर आर सर्टेन क्लॉजेस दैट आई वांट यू टू चेंज, रिकंसिडर. ही सेंड्स द बिल फॉर रिकंसिडरेशन. पार्लियामेंट ने बिना कोई बदलाव किए, बिना उनके पॉइंट को ध्यान दिए दोबारा उस बिल को पास कर दिया और प्रेसिडेंट के पास भेज दिया. प्रेसिडेंट विल नॉट हैव एनी ऑप्शन बट टू साइन द बिल and make it an act. ठीक है? So suspensive veto can be overridden by the repassage of the bill by the Indian Parliament and President cannot do anything about it. Now talking about pocket veto power of the President. Suspensive veto में क्या होता है? एक बार बिल दोबारा पास हो गया तो प्रेसिडेंट को साइन करना ही पड़ेगा. पॉकेट वीटो में प्रेसिडेंट उस बिल को इनडेफिनेटली होल्ड पे रख सकते हैं. ना वो उसे रिजेक्ट करेंगे ना उसे रिकंसिडरेशन के लिए भेजेंगे. हमारे कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन में कोई टाइम लिमिट नहीं दी गई है फॉर द प्रेसिडेंट टू एक्ट ऑन द बिल. ठीक है? बट अमेरिकन प्रेसिडेंट को अगर वो वीटो पावर यूज करते हैं पॉकेट वीटो को तो 10 दिन के अंदर ही हैज टू रीसेंड द बिल. ऐसा कोई टाइम लिमिट इंडियन प्रेसिडेंट को नहीं प्रिस्क्राइब किया गया है बाय द कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन ऑफ इंडिया. सो इफ द प्रेसिडेंट इज नॉट हैप्पी विद द बिल ही कैन हैप्पीली यूज हिज पॉकेट वीटो पावर. Thank you so much for watching, my dear learners, and please do like, share and comment and subscribe to the YouTube channel. Share the videos to help those aspirants who are not able to afford expensive coaching, materials and guidance. You can help them by sharing the video. I'll see you in the next one.